for being here today, Heather. But really, this day, they call it KP Day, but I think this is just a day for the Sparks and this franchise. The ownership and the legacy that this franchise has had, I'm very well aware, and I understand that, like Coach said and Reagan said, we're here to compete. So there's expectations to win right away.
Kelsey Plum's introduction to the Los Angeles Sparks wasn't just about joining a new team. It was a statement.
For a good start for the Aces. Becky Hammond told us, she said, they have got to read the defense. She wants to see the ball popping and moving, read the D, and that's a great start there. KP for three.
The Las Vegas ACES, once the pride of the 1B, are now in full-blown panic mode. Plum's bombshell comments have ignited a fire under an already simmering controversy. What's going on with the ACES power? We're diving straight into the chaos. Before we jump in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking news and all the latest WNBA drama. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
Power right now. She didn't let out a smile, which that is a good sign, I guess. I'm sure it's something.
Kelsey Plum's press conference with the Sparks was anything but ordinary. Right from the start, she didn't just praise a new team, she threw some serious shade at the Las Vegas squad.
First question over here, Asia. First of all, how are you feeling? Coming off of a really physical game on the road, another physical game tonight. How are you feeling physically and how are you feeling mentally right now at this point in the season? Team just hasn't been able to put together kind of comprehensive games on both ends of the floor so far.
Yeah, physically I'm hurting, but at the same time, nobody really cares. It's something that we're just going to continue to work through. All of our teammates, everybody in this league is hurt in some type of way. This league is hard, and but mentally, it's just the next level mentality.
I've been treated better than I ever have as a WNBA player. That single line sent shockwaves across the league. Fans, analysts, even former teammates buzzed instantly. Was this a shot at ACES management? A hint of locker room tension? Considering Plum had been a core part of the ACES championship runs, this was no throwaway comment. It was a statement, and it didn't end there.
I was joking about how we've been hurt, arrested, and sued all this year, but, the reality, we've been through it. And so, like you said, I think, that culture in certain moments allows you to kind of dig deeper into the trenches. And when you have someone to the right and the left of you that is ready to go to war and do whatever it takes, there's a lot of confidence in that. And so it's really hard to build great culture. And Becky Hammond, she's our leader, she's our coach, and that's all of us celebrating, having a good time. Man, we were just rolling in there deep. They were so fed up with us.
Yeah, you're allowed to. You're the champions. You go back to back.
When asked why she chose La Plum, she talked about opportunity and leadership, things she subtly hinted had been lacking. Behind the scenes, though, something deeper was brewing, pushing one of the league's brightest stars to feel so...
Everyone can shoot, they can play multiple positions, they can guard multiple positions, and they're all competitors. They want to win, they want to get better, they want to be great. That, to me, really stood out. And, in this league, your bigs will take you places. If you look at championship teams down the line, usually your 3-4 are instrumental in making a run, to a championship. And so, just looking at that, it's the best young front court in the league, and it's not close.
Stifling, Plum didn't stop with leadership. She praised the Sparks' new coach, GM, and philosophy, and expressed gratitude for the chance to lead. That gratitude, though, seemed just as much about leaving Vegas as it did about joining LA. The Las Vegas ACES, once hailed as a model franchise, now looked like they'd been hiding cracks all along. As soon as Plum's comments hit social media, rumors of locker room drama started swirling. Did the ACES fail to foster the right environment for their stars? When Plum mentioned how much she loved playing with former teammate DeHammy, who also left the ACES, it felt like another subtle jab. Was there bad blood between the ACES stars and management? Plum's words were loaded with unspoken messages, leaving everyone speculating.
Well, Kelsey, back-to-back WNBA champions, how does that sound?
Sounds like heaven.
What did it take to win this one tonight, especially with you guys being shorthanded?
It took everybody. I'm so proud of this team. People came in that haven't played in weeks and contributed. Sydney Colson, Kayla George, Kirsten Bell. AC went from not starting to...
One player leaving a championship team, normal. Two, eyebrows raised. But the Aces are facing a full-blown talent drain. 5 key players, Plum, Hami, and Alicia Clark among them have left. That's not bad luck. That's a red flag. Sydney Coulson, one of the Aces' emotional leaders, jumped ship to the Indiana Fever. Tiffany Hayes, reigning 6th player of the year, headed to Golden State. And it wasn't just about money. Several players hinted at behind-the-scenes culture issues. Why would so many championship-caliber players want out? Fans are now questioning everything about the once-glorified Aces front office. Did management push these players out? Or was something deeper brewing beneath the surface? Social media erupted after Plum's comments, leaving fans divided. Some accused Plum of being ungrateful, while others tore into the axis for mismanaging their roster. One particularly harsh comment even targeted Audra Wilson. Kelsey doesn't need to feed a certain player's ego by saying unanimous EP every other game. Ouch! This wasn't just about Plum anymore. It was about a perceived culture of favoritism within the Aces organization. Were stars like Wilson given special treatment? And if so, did it alienate other players? Meanwhile, Diamonds got 10 this quarter. The fact that fans were turning on Aces management so quickly showed just how deep the frustration ran. What was once a beloved super team had now become the target of relentless criticism.
She did let out a smile, which that is a good sign, I guess. I'm sure it's...
Plum's comments pointed to more than just frustration over playing time or leadership roles. She touched on culture. She praised the Spark's supportive environment and hinted that the Aces might have been lacking that spark.
We're fighting for joy right now. Just keeping it a buck.
We're a fun group, but losing sucks.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, we gotta put the work first. The trust. I'm not quite sure, why the trust isn't there, but that's something we know we can fix and work on. We know each other well. We've been through battles. Right? And the attention to detail, and there's just, like I told them, there's these spots where I thought we came out and made some great steps forward offensively, and then we couldn't guard our line.
A crucial ingredient in the fourth quarter against New York for Dallas. Hami can't give on that much.
I mean, credit to Seattle. They came out and they really punched us in the face. I think that, to be honest, a lot of the wounds were self-inflicted. I think that we lacked energy coming out. I think also, too, they killed us on the boards. In transition is what they do really well. And defensively, we didn't have enough intensity. So credit, I think we turned it around a little bit, but then we weren't able to hit shots. It happens on nights like that, but there's other things we got to do to make plays. But again, credit to Seattle. They've won 5 in a row, I think, and they're a very good team. They have veterans. They're well coached. I mean, they're a team that's going to be,
A toxic locker room can sink even the most talented teams, and with multiple players leaving in such a short span, it's hard not to wonder if the Aces' chemistry had soured. Did internal politics or egos play a role in their downfall? If Plum's experiences are any clue, the Aces' issues run deeper than just roster changes, systemic and potentially fatal to their future success. And as if the player exodus wasn't enough, the Aces' front office is now a full-blown mess. They fired GM Natalie Williams months ago and still haven't found a replacement. That's right, one of WNBA's top franchises is running without a GM.
Diamonds got 10 in this quarter.
Hammond's recent suspension for workplace violations raises serious questions. Can she really lead the entire operation? This chaotic front office only adds to the reasons players may be fleeing. Without strong, clear leadership, the Aces are looking more like a sinking ship than a championship contender.
As you came in the league and there was a high level of respect given off the bat?
Hell no.
No.
They were trying to kill me. I was humbled very quickly. I remember growing up, I loved Diana. That was kind of why I started playing basketball. I'm guarding Diana. It's like a dead ball. She's looking at me. She's like, "Hey, Plummy, how you doing?" And I'm like, you know, I'm a little phased. I'm like,
Kylie Clark's explosive performance has turned up the heat, amplifying tensions within the team. Rumors of frustration are swirling, with some players questioning their defensive strategies against Clark. Aja Wilson's leadership has been rock solid, but even the most composed leaders can feel the pressure when star power clashes with team dynamics. Sources hint at quiet disagreements over whether the ACES plan to isolate Clark was enough or if they underestimated her versatility. The blame game is a slippery slope. It can start small but snowball fast, threatening team morale. Now it's a delicate balancing act. Wilson must find a way to unite the locker room before the fallout escalates. If the ACES can't squash these internal issues soon, their once dominant season could be in jeopardy. The WNBA waits for no one, and with rival teams circling like sharks, the ACES need to regroup fast or risk losing their edge.
I don't really give a damn about the lineups. There's still enough out there to win. We're not a very good team right now. We're not committed to doing little things for each other. Tonight I actually thought we got lots of open looks we missed. But it can't be a case of, okay, we're not making shots now. I thought our defense was actually pretty good. I thought they hit some timely threes. Meanwhile, we go 0 for 7 in the fourth quarter. Refs keep plugging along, but bottom line,